On commence. Ladies and gentlemen, hello everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I'm pleased to see you here. Our site event is today about the situation in Iran with a focus on minority nation. To listen in English, please press channel 1. For some translations in Farsi or other, please press channel 2. Çok hoş geldiniz, hoş geldin. Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour à toutes et tous. Vous êtes bienvenus à participer dans notre site event et je vous en remercie. Pour écouter en anglais, vous pouvez appuyer sur canal 1 et pour les autres langues, c'est pour 2. Avant de commencer le site event, je voudrais préciser quelques points. Veuillez mettre vos mobiles en sourdine. Pour votre santé, vous pouvez garder votre masque. Et les règles des Nations Unies vous interdisent de prendre des photos et des films. Par ailleurs, nous avons autorisé 2 personnes à filmer les 2 débats et nous leur permettons de prendre des photos. Si vous n'êtes pas d'accord, vous pouvez lever la main et nous respecterons votre choix. On va commencer avec notre premier orateur, M. RAMZI, je vous en prie.
Madame la Présidente, Mesdames et Messieurs, depuis la mise en place d'un gouvernement central en Iran, il y a environ 100 ans, les minorités nationales ont toujours été réprimées et discriminées en raison de leur identité. Mais elles ont riposté avec la plus grande persistance. De façon remarquable, l'histoire du siècle dernier a été histoire de la lutte contre la répression en Iran. La décentralisation de la gouvernance en Iran. La reconnaissance pure et simple de droit à autodétermination. Le rétablissement de langue maternelle comme langue officielle, la fin de l'oppression nationale et culturelle, la reconnaissance de leur hégémonie politique, élimination de toutes les discriminations économiques, le respect de toutes les identités nationales et la restauration de l'environnement sur le territoire des nations minoritaires.
We regret that there is no positive performance to report from the Iranian authorities. The scale of non-compliance by the Iranian authorities is troubling for everyone. Let us set the scene. In spite of the 1992 Declaration on the Rights of Persons Belonging to Minorities, the Islamic Republic of Iran evades the declaration rather neatly by calling everyone Iranian and hence avoiding any obligation. Minority nations, who are the overwhelming majority in Iran, are allured to comply, else they are left to be at odds with their dignity and worth. So much so that Iranian authorities even prevent Azerbaijanis celebrating International Mother Language Day. Article 5 of the Declaration of Human Rights forbids torture or degrading treatment of any human being. Although the article is recognized by the Iranian laws and its constitution, the Iranian authorities violate it at every opportunity, be it the 1981 annihilation of the Azerbaijani Popular Muslim Front in Tabrizi for opposing the guardianship of the Islamist juries, or the so-called chain murders of dissidents throughout 1988 and 98, or recent anti-hijab protests which reached onto the brink of revolution.
Like some 60% of Iranians are coming from an ethnic, linguistic or religious minority, Mohammad Mehdi Karami has paid the tribute of repression twice, first as an Iranian and second as a Kurdish. He paid with his life for the right to enjoy the freedom of peaceful assembly and the right to keep his cultural and linguistic identity. What can the international community do now? Given the level of systemic discrimination in the repression since September, the international fact-finding mission established by Resolution S35 have to investigate of human rights violation will have to have a focus specific on minorities. The impunity of crimes committed against minorities and more broadly against all Iranians, whatever their ethnicity, religion, or culture, must end.
Later they study great literature. Great Azerbaijani writers of masterpieces are pressurized not to talk in their own language, but in Farsi. Their right is denied. But there is one child missing from this classroom. Her teacher is concerned, but having seen it all before, knows the rumors of bedding and child brides are more than stories. Poverty and the need to fill one late mouth makes the family to prevent child attending school.
Where the Baluch nation has experienced the worst forms of oppression, of violations of their human rights. Today, the Baluch are denied means of identity. This is a way of population manipulation, preventing access to education, health, and other social services. Innocent Baluch detainees are thrown into jails, where they are barbarically tortured and executed without fair trial. Mass killings of innocent prisoners are used in revenge. Baluchistan has been denied any form of infrastructure, of economy, health, education, and culture, another tactic of oppression and control.
Nonetheless, the abhorrent tragedy of Jina's death is a reminder that the issues of governance, democracy, and human rights cannot be addressed clinically and in isolation from other societal factors. The Kurds, ironically known as the largest nation in the world without a true home, are at the heart of this ongoing political movement in Iran today. Time and again, the struggle and demands of Kurds for a more open political atmosphere, their involvement in their own affairs, and overall right to self-determination have been repressed or relegated on the ground that Kurds are secessionists. The emancipation of Kurds is portrayed and prophesied as a loss to others, proactively omitting the plausible stance that the realization of such rights invariably diffuses radical calls, if any, for territorial dissolution and harsh confrontation. In the current round of political struggle, which is targeting the very political and metaphysical foundations of the Islamic Republic system and is considerably occupied with human rights issues, numerous displays of inter-ethnic and international solidarity among various groups of Iranians can be seen.
Wir sind gezwungen, die Umweltkrisen, die den iranischen Behörden verursacht wurden, hier anzuprangern. Der Omiasee, wie der Kollege erzählt hat, aufgrund von Wassermangel zu einem kleinen Teich in eine große Salzwüste geschrumpft. Obwohl es ökologisch notwendig ist, hat sich die iranische Regierung vehement geweigert, 300 Millionen Kubikmeter Wasser durchzulassen, die der See zum Überleben braucht. Die Wälder von Garadagh sind gefährdet durch Abholzung, Brände und Minen. Die iranische Behörden haben diese Aktivitäten genehmigt, um ihre wirtschaftlichen Interessen und Gewinne zu maximieren. Die Folgen sind gravierend: Luft- und Wasserverschmutzung, Verlust von Biodiversität, Lebensraum sowie Auswirkungen auf die Gesundheit der Anwohner.
Firstly, I want to thank you for allowing me to be present today. Thank you for this generous invitation. What we have heard just this morning is a reflection of the tragic testimonies that we receive, that my mandate receives on a daily basis. This is a very unfortunate situation. And therefore, I urge all of you to take action. Now we have the international fact-finding mission that is established. We have other avenues. Of course, I think you should take these cases and your individual testimony to the international fact-finding mission, because that is their precise role to hold individuals accountable, particularly in relation to the violations of girls and women. In addition, there are other avenues, including the possibility of bringing perpetrators of these serious violations to international fora, perhaps the use of universal jurisdiction to hold these individuals accountable, perhaps the possibility of having these people tried even in the context of the International Criminal Court. We know that Iran is not a state party to that, but there may be possibilities. So I would conclude here with a very sober reflection and comment that we are aware that these very serious offenses are being committed, they have been committed, and now we must take action to hold individuals accountable for what they have done, for the very serious violations of human rights that they have committed. I thank you.
Thank you very much. If you have questions, please.
May I thank you, Mr. Javid, for your report. I will be grateful if you mention something about Azerbaijani prisoners as well in your report, because they have been denied completely. Because I was one of those people.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And could I encourage you to kindly write to me directly and provide me with as much information as you can. And
Sure.
you know, your testimony would be very important. And myself, as well as the International Fact-Finding Mission of what is currently going on, to see how the international community and the UN can support you. Thank you.